Tennessee Titans fans, it is that time of the week where we hop on Reddit to see what the fans are saying about the state of the Tennessee Titans organization, as we are 1 week away from the Tennessee Titans taking the field to actually play a football game. And don't tell me it's just preseason. No, it's everything. When you've been sitting here all these months without football, I'm going to be glued to my TV. But today, we are on the Two Tone Talk Reddit page. That's where we're going to start. There's a link to that page in the video description below. I would always appreciate you going over there and checking out that community. Any comments, questions, or memes you leave there will get featured on this segment every week. Also, the Tennessee Titans Reddit page, we're going to check out some posts from there. Let's get started with this one. This user said, random unpopular opinion. I don't even know if this is unpopular among a lot of people. We shouldn't have fired Mike Vrabel. I mean, my blood pressure is going up as I'm typing this because we always mess up when it comes to players, but we finally had that coach, that guy. No disrespect, but what are we doing, Amy? Amy, I don't like Brian. I wish this rookie class was starting over with Mike. Y'all have a blessed day, and if you ain't having a good day, then tighten up and be a man. Okay. I mean, if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know how I feel about the firing of Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is a good coach. I do not think he is a great coach, nor do I think he is worth all of the fuss that people have gone through in trying to act like he is the second coming of Bill Belichick mixed with Tony Dungy, mixed with John Madden. I don't understand that. I think he is a good coach. I think that he is able to get a lot out of a little. Like, he can take players off the practice squad and get them ready to play. But I think he's got a ceiling. Maybe I will be proven wrong by his time in New England, but I think that to act like he was just an innocent bystander, all of those terrible drafts and the trading of A.J. Brown, I think that's ludicrous. And I think acting like he is just irreplaceable and a phenomenal coach is also something I don't agree with either. When it comes to Brian Callahan, I understand his first year left a lot to be desired. I still think there's something there with Brian Callahan, but he's going to have to prove it. I mean, if you start out bad this year, he may not even make it through the season. So I'm hoping that things work out with Brian Callahan. I'm hopeful that it will. I understand if you're skeptical after year one, but, you know, just because it's not working out with him means that doesn't mean that Vrabel would be fixing any of this, because I think that Vrabel's a good coach. He is not a great one. This user said Titans put the special in special teams. Saw this on YouTube, not sure where, but our special teams play has been apocalyptic in how bad it was, and it was so bad that it made our defense look good. When the special teams gave up 30-plus yards per return on average, there are only so many yards available for the defense to give up, and it makes our defense statistically look better than it actually was. I don't know how our special teams got to this point, unfortunately. I also don't know how we escape this hell. But here's hoping that 2025 is better, because Lord knows it can't get worse. Special teams was awful. One of the worst special teams units I've ever seen in 2024. I'm ready to leave it behind. How it got that bad? I mean, listen, there were some people that they cut when it came time to narrow it down to 53 that I think it still baffles me, because there were some good special teams players that they let walk so that they could take 5 tight ends to the main roster. I don't understand. I think that it's, obviously the special teams coach at that time was not doing a very good job either. And, hopefully with a new special teams coach, and now that you've had the opportunity to learn a little bit after year one, hopefully those days are behind us. But yes, the special teams was next level bad. This user said how to make the Super Bowl halftime show great again. So for those of you who don't know, in addition to talking about the Titans every day, I talk about music every day. I'm a singer and a songwriter as well. So this post, while not about the Titans, is about music. This is how I think you make the Super Bowl halftime show great again. The way to make it great again is by having these performers perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. It is the biggest stage of the year for everyone, so why not make it great again? Garth Brooks, Foo Fighters, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, Lenny Kravitz, The Chicks, Shania Twain, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, George Strait, just a 90s goldmine right there. Taylor Swift, Def Leppard, Carrie Underwood, Styx, Bon Jovi, Limp Bizkit, Billy Joel, Matchbox 20, the Goo Goo Dolls. I hope they all agree that it's time to make the Super Bowl halftime show great again. If I missed on anyone, please add it down in the comment section below. I'm interested to see who they commented. Chris Gaines. People said they need to get Creed back. I mean, listen, we're talking about the Titans here, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I mean, obviously the biggest artist they could get is Taylor Swift, whether you like her or not. Like, that would be huge for the NFL, but I don't think she wants to do it. I mean, this has got to be somebody my age, because most of the artists they listed are just 90s country and 90s rock. I really don't know who they're going to get. I mean, Billy Joel, I would like some of the old stuff like Billy Joel, but obviously he's an older guy. He's not going to put on the show that you would expect, but that's quite a list of artists there that I think a lot of those would do a good job. Micah Parsons, talking about Cam Ward, that's the type of guy you take at number 1. I love the pick. I did a whole video about Micah Parsons yesterday and whether the Titans should inquire about him. You can go watch that video on the channel, but I think, Micah Parsons is a fan of Cam Ward. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of guys that Micah Parsons is a fan of. I don't take that quote about Cam Ward as meaning like he wants to come to Tennessee. I think he wants to come where he'll get paid, and I think he wants to come to probably where he can win some titles, and right now Tennessee probably wouldn't be high on that list. But I don't know. I mean, if he likes Cam Ward enough, maybe that could play a part, but I just don't I don't take that quote as meaning too much. I mean, it was like draft night, and he said he liked the pick for Tennessee. And that's all fine and good. I'm glad to get that endorsement from him, but I just don't take that as him saying, I want to go play to Tennessee if I have the chance. Will Levis shares a look at his injured shoulder ahead of his surgery. Obviously, you can tell his shoulder is jacked up. So here's the thing with Will and his shoulder. Obviously, you can tell by the picture his shoulder is jacked up and he needs surgery. I never questioned whether he needed surgery. That was never a question for me. I knew, obviously you're not just going to go have surgery if you don't need it. I'm not going to go to the doctor and be like, fix my leg, even though nothing's wrong with it. I knew he needed the surgery. I just think what's still baffling to me about it, you can see it's clearly jacked up. Why did he wait until the end of July to get the surgery? That's what I don't understand. Did it just get that jacked up within the last few weeks? I just don't get that the season ended in January. So you've known your shoulder was jacked up at least since then and that you needed to get some work done. That's the part that still leaves me scratching my head. Why did it take so long to get the surgery? Especially when you saw they drafted a quarterback first overall. It's not like, oh man, I feel like I could still be the guy for them. Come on. So that's the part. I never questioned whether or not he needed the surgery. I just don't understand why it took until the end of July for him to go get it, when the offseason started in January. Last but not least, Ward and Ridley, stepbrothers. They grow up so fast. I mean, listen, man, the connection between Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley has been growing. That's a connection that I'm very excited about. Calvin talks glowingly about Cam Ward and vice versa. And so it's good when your rookie quarterback can come in and win over the veterans that quickly. So I'm very excited about Cam and Calvin, but I'm also excited about Alec Iomenor, if you've been seeing how he did in practice today. Anyway, preseason football is on the horizon, and Two Tone Talk will be back on Monday at noon Central. God bless you, everybody. Tighten up.